Our beautiful Havoc ring girls signaling the beginning of round number 1.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this amateur fight is 3 3-minute rounds in the Havoc Fighting Championship Bantamweight Division. And it is brought to you by our Dark Eye Valve Specialists. And the man in charge of the action when it starts inside the cage is Mr. Andy Social. And now, introducing first in the blue corner, fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, and representing Emergent MMA, she stands 5 foot 6 inches tall. She weighed in at 134.8 pounds. She is making her cage debut. Ladies and gentlemen, Jess Elverum. And in the red corner, also fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, representing Independent MMA, she stands 5 foot 4. She weighed in at 136 pounds even, and she is also making her cage debut. Ladies and gentlemen, Alix Beatty.
Andy Social takes the center of the cage, and we're about to get started for round number 1.
I might point out that both ladies seem to have brought their fans with them. Quite the round of support for both girls.
There's obviously been a wait for this fight. There's been a lot of hype in their gyms, and they're here for their support.
Jess Elverum taking it to Alix Beatty. Alix Beatty standing her ground there, but not really offering much as far as offense on the feet. Both girls are in kind of a culinary tie up here, but Elverum working for what looked like a tie plume there. Beatty using her, what is obviously a very, very strong base, kind of planted up against the cage. Elverum managed to switch it around.
Oh, we've got a back take on the stand here. We're back against the cage.
Beatty feels it, slips her arm out of there. Elverum is going to town with these knees. She's committed to it, and so far it's working. Obviously a lot of emotion inside the cage of both girls rushing forward with punches. Now Beatty seems to want to take Elverum to the mat, but she's lacking a little bit of a level change here.
It seems that Beatty has got the strength advantage as she likes to press Elverum against the cage here, but still needs to do something with it. She needs to make it work. She's getting caught in this guillotine. We'll see if there's a finish here, if there's a guard pull. It might just be to block the shot.
She needs to find herself a basic guillotine defense, and pushing down on the hand is not going to work.
Ooh. We're breaking the action now with Andy Social. Looks like a timeout.
Now I'm confused as to what the meaning behind this stoppage is.
Nonetheless, we're back in action.
Elverum was clearly having her way there. Beatty offers up a low leg kick. Elverum returns, comes forward with rights and lefts and finds that tie plum again.
It's knees all days for Elverum.
She's loving it, and it's working.
Beatty still finds a way to push her against the cage, though.
Yeah, she's got to watch her fingers there. She's got the right idea by pushing the face away.
Forces the ground. Let's see what happens now. We've got a change of fate. The cage is really going to cause havoc right now for Beatty, as she would want to take the back, the mount, side control, and she's on the wrong side of the body.
There's definitely some heated exchanges here. It took quite the time and quite the bit of energy to get this fight to the ground.
Yeah, and we've got short time in the round. We've got 15 seconds before the buzzer.
See if she can compose herself and do something significant here with the remaining time.
That's right. She needs to make an impression on the judges if this happens to go the distance. This is where she makes her mark in round 1. Armbar
moving for an armbar. Jess Elverum feels it, tries to roll with her.
There's a short time. The clackers have already gone.
Beautiful defense by Elverum. I'm impressed. She stands up with her hands held high and her chin tucked. Jess Elverum has got a pedigree, and if she can keep herself composed in there, I believe that she can end this fight on the feet.
Absolutely. I would say that the Muay Thai edge definitely goes to Elverum, whereas the wrestling, the grinding, perhaps some solid boxing out of the independent MMA fighter is playing into the head of Beatty.
Now, if I'm Elverum's coach, I'm telling her right now just to slow down a little bit. Don't close that distance so heartily. Don't rush in with those punches because that's feeding into what Beatty wants, which is to get the fight to the mat as fast as possible and assume the top position. Now, you already pointed out that Beatty is clearly the stronger fighter. She's got a stronger base, and she definitely wants to be on top. And if I'm Elverum, I want to stand on the outside, pick my shots with some leg kicks, and when she does come to me, and she will, that's when I lock up my tie plum and start going to work those knees.
That armbar definitely had potential at the end of the round. Elverum definitely used the appropriate angles at the appropriate time. Otherwise, she would have had her elbow hyperextend, something fierce.
No, I believe it, Drew. I believe it. You know that you know, whatever Beatty catches at this point, she's going to absolutely own. And you know, Elverum knows it too. I think she felt the pressure on top, and she definitely doesn't want to be there again. So I expect a little bit of a smarter round for both girls here.
For sure, you may see them come out a little more timid. Each of them has seen each other's game now, and they know what to do to counter it.
Right now, I'm liking Elverum's chances here. I think she's seen what Beatty has to offer. I think Beatty's seen what she has to offer and doesn't like it.
One thing about being the stronger fighter is it takes more energy to use your strengths. So the more she does that, the more tired she'll get throughout the fight. And we'll see how that plays out through round 2 and 3.
She's looking for kind of a junk move there, a little bit of a hip throw that kind of just, you know, went awry, and they both kind of topple to the mat, getting greedy and looking for a mount here.
That scramble, and she's in full mount. But quickly reversed by the aggressive, stronger Beatty.
Elverum looks comfortable though where she is. You know, she doesn't look like she's panicking. There's definitely some moves she could be making. I like that she's locking up her arms here.
Yeah, she's doing the right things to keep defensive right now, but she'll definitely want to either use the cage to stand up or get some distance using her feet on the hips.
Trying to maybe trap a wrist there on the left side. If I'm Elverum, though, I want to start attacking from the right side, don't I?
You know what? She just wants to get past the guard at this point before she starts attacking. I think that's what she's trying to do by punching the ribs. And Beatty stands up. Let's see what happens now. Back to the feet.
Minute 36 left on the V&O Elite Exteriors countdown.
Solid right hook.
Finds again with that tie plug. She's swinging her around. And that's exactly what she wants to do. She needs to get her back off the cage. At this point, I think conditioning is taking over. Drew, what do you say?
Absolutely. You can see that both fighters are getting tired. They're relying more on their strength right now, which will tire them out even more as the round goes on.
I think that last knee was a game changer. Absolutely found its mark, and you could actually hear Alix Beatty, you know, like the wind coming out of her. She did go for kind of a Hail Mary throw there, but I believe that she is damaged, and if Elverum can get her back against the fence and land a couple more of those knees.
Yeah, we're going to have to see the heart of Beatty in this one, and she's definitely taken significant damage with those knees.
Beatty now.
Okay, she's committed to the guillotine this time. She's in full mount. This is a good place to finish. And
she finishes it with a beautiful tap at the buzzer.
Wow. Excellent debut for Jess Elverum.
And in only our second